Hi dear friends, my name is Coach and Tutor Dmitro. I hope that you see me now because while I was wanting to record this video, the sun has hidden and but okay, anyway. This video will be not about direct preparation to Duolingo, IELTS, or TOEFL, but about a mega important rule and principle in your language development. It can be referred to any test preparation or your speaking English development, anything, boosting your general English. A lot of guys, they don't know this, or they don't realize, or they don't want to realize because they have been tutored in such a manner. So, okay, I will not torment you with my philosophies. Let's get down to the very bottom of this issue, yeah? We learn with you new words. All our lives, when we learn English, for example, almost every day we meet some new words. English is a very rich language, so of course you will meet, and this encounter with new words will go on and on and on and on. Okay, now 80% of your success in memorizing and being able to utilize those words is the following principle. Never write out or type out or whatever, save individual words from, let's say, some story. Yeah? You're reading a story. On my page, I have about 10 new words, for example, yeah? 10 to 15. For instance, friends, yesterday I met, once again, and I refreshed, and I loved this verb in English, discombobulate. Can you believe that? It's beautiful. Yes, there are not so many examples, not so many phrases, but it even sounds unique. Yeah, discombobulate. It means something about to make discouraged, to frustrate somebody, to upset, something like that. Okay, but I met this word in a text, in a sentence. In a sentence, it was connected with some other word. For example, she discombobulated me because something like that. Of course, I cannot reproduce now the sentence. So if you write out this, discombobulate individually, you deprive your mind of very important associations. Your mind is working through associations. It's like the nature of your mind to associate something with something. At the same time, our mind is making thousands of associations. It associates, for example, this object with this object. It's our association. Then it associates this association with something else, and so it can build unlimited number of those connections in a millisecond. If we try to learn individual words, we deprive our mind of that association. We torment. Our mind suffers. It is limited. It cannot, it is asking us, like imploring, please, I beg you, give me the association. Write out the phrase from the sentence. Like, she discombobulated me. Probably this example is not very, because if I write out a phrase from the text, then finally my mind is happy. Oh man, I thank you very much. Now I will remember. Very often, if you select a proper phrase, you don't even have to write down a translation. In some cases, yes, in some cases, no. Don't stick to the translation. It's not important. Our task is to memorize a new word in a phrase, and then be able to recognize it and even to use it. Of course, passive vocabulary and active vocabulary, they are different things, so not very quickly you will be able to use it, but to recognize it, you have to meet it 3-4 times. Let's say better 4 times in your practice. For example, the first time you met it in the text, then you wrote it down, then you produced your own sentence with this word. It's attempt number 2. Then you met this word again somewhere, it's iteration number 3, and finally you decided to say this word, like you refreshed your list and you decided to say this word again in some conversation with somebody. It's 4. Okay, like from this and on, this word is really yours. Your subconsciousness has accepted it, and so on and so on. But it is not a guarantee that you will produce it freely when you communicate. For this, we have to work with this word. Not work, but let's say interact with this word many more times. Much more times, because not 4, but 20 or 30. However, the most important here is that you write out only phrases. This is not my genuine idea, of course. Maybe 15 years ago, I felt it, I realized it, that it works. I met this idea by some active and famous American linguist of nowadays and a teacher. So he was yelling about it like with such enthusiasm that those processes began to swirling in my mind, and then oh yeah, really? I began checking it, assessing it on my students. We were validating it, and I was really impressed with the result. Never write out individual words, only phrases. It will take you a bit much more time, but it will pay off disproportionately. You will spend, let's say, twice more time, but you will gain 10 times more benefit. I tell you, just try it. Sometimes I consider, the textbooks, for example, for TOEFL, SAT preparation, GMAT, and so on. They provide lists of words, individual lists, and they call them essential words for your TOEFL, something success. Yes, but if you look at these lists just separately without sentences, it's stupid. It's like learning some Latin verse. If you don't understand the context. If you don't understand, so how can you develop your English? So my friends, only phrases. Write out or type or save somewhere, depending on your preferred type of work with those words in the digital carrier or on paper carrier. Only phrases. Try it, and you will feel the powerful result. Okay, friends, if you need urgent assistance in your Duolingo preparation, IELTS preparation, TOEFL preparation, you're welcome to write to me. I always provide all details, my WhatsApp, Telegram, and email. I will definitely help. Also, subscribe, please, and like my video. I love it very much, as we all do. I wish you success, and see you in our next lesson.